It seems like he can do a little bit more, even in some of his earlier fights. Yes, he had 4 wins by knockout, but he also has 4 wins by decision. And I saw a lot of his fights, and it looked like if he would have did a little bit more, he could have won by finish. We have another prediction video for you. UFC Paris. This one is Farès Ziam versus Michal Figlak. Farès 12-4, 5 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission, 3 wins by decision. 3 of his losses come by submission, 1 of his losses come by decision. Farès is 6'1", his reach is 75. He's real long for the lightweight division. Farès is a former Glory kickboxer. He has excellent striking. Farès' combinations look great, and he does an excellent job of punctuating them. Farès having 4 submissions is interesting because he has a kickboxing background. The only thing is with Farès, a lot of his losses come by opponents making it a grappling match. His last fight came against Terrence McKinney, and Terrence wanted nothing to do with Farès' strike. When the fight started off, Terrence went for a single leg, but he ended up becoming off balance and ended up scrambling on the ground, but Terrence ended up being on top. From then, he was able to get a full mount and then take Farès' back and get the rear naked choke. In his fight before the Terrence fight, Farès fought against Luigi Vendramini. Luigi got eaten up by Farès' jab and technical striking in the first 2 rounds. Luigi came out in the 3rd round aggressive, but it was too late. He had lost a decision. He fought against Jamie Malarkey. This fight was extremely close because all of the rounds, Farès was able to outstrike Jamie, but Jamie was able to take him down every round. Jamie actually got a total of 5 takedowns on Farès. It depends on how you judge each round. Some of the rounds were so close. If you think striking is more important, you gave that round to Farès. If you think wrestling is more important, then you gave that round to Jamie. Each round was close, and depending on who was watching and judging, they might have scored it for different fighters. This fight before the Jamie fight, he fought against Don Madge. Don made it a boring, clinching fight. He was able to control Farès for 3 rounds and make it look easy. And that's the thing, because Farès has the kickboxing background, a lot of UFC fighters are going to look to clinch up with Farès and take him down. His opponent is Michal Figlak. Michal is undefeated. He's 8-0. Farès will have the reach advantage. Farès will have the height advantage. But Michal Figlak, he's real good at neutralizing his opponent. And he's also good at not wasting a lot of energy because he does a little bit more than his opponents. It's good for him to know how to neutralize opponents who are only good in one area. It seems like he can do a little bit more, even in some of his earlier fights. Yes, he had 4 wins by knockout, but he also has 4 wins by decision. And I saw a lot of his fights, and it looked like if he would have did a little bit more, he could have won by finish. And he had a couple fights where he'd take his opponent's back and not go for a choke. But Michal, he's good everywhere. His takedown defense is solid. He has real good takedowns, but he's also real good at controlling his opponent. Wherever he wants the fight to take place, that's where he's going to take it. And he's in no hurry to fight the way he wants to. A lot of his fights, he made it look real easy. It looked like he could have finished more of his opponents, but he still showed that there's a gap in his talent and their talent, and that he should be tested more in the UFC against stronger competition. This matchup benefits Michal Figlak because we've seen Farès Ziam control before. We've seen him neutralize and out-grapple, which Michal is not a submission artist by any means. But I can see Michal clinching up with Farès and controlling him for 3 rounds. The only thing is with Michal, sometimes he could be a little bit gun shy. Even though he's undefeated, sometimes he lacks the urgency to get the finish. So that may benefit Farès in a lot of different ways. Because when Terrence McKinney fought against Farès, he was able to get the fight to the ground and get Farès out of there. I can see Michal dominating Farès, but if he don't get the finish, he might be in for a long night. My prediction is Michal Figlak by 3-round decision.